Sauvage soul or strong soul?
I would say strong, but in the press kit they said savage. So strong soul.
Wild, let's
Right.
say wild. Because why? Because she's from the mountain. She's from a country where the the mountain, the trees, everything it's really dramatic and strong. So in the face, you can see she has exactly the same face where she's from, and also she get the character from that. And somebody who has a strong soul, it's someone who is not diplomatic at all. It's someone who fight and get angry really easily like this and can cry so easily. It's really irregular sensation and emotion, and really complicated people too.
When I saw the movie, I had the feeling that Raoul Ruiz asked you and the the actors in general not to reveal too much of the character.
Yes, because Jean Genot from the book, the the story of the book is ambiguity, and Raoul Ruiz wanted to be only like that. That means that you don't say I love you. You say, for example, maybe I love you, maybe not. I don't know. You let people think what they want, and you make everything more complicated. Then you can have your own story.
Would you say that it was a real challenge for you?
It was really interesting and rich experience to have.
In what sense? Could you expand?
Because first of all, Raoul Ruiz, it's not someone who is normal in a way that he has his own world. He's a really cinephile person. He has his own cinema, and it was so fantastic to come to his world because he make everything so crazy that you can be able to do what you want, and he take what he wants from you. So for an actor, is really interesting.
You worked with very experienced actor. How was it for you to integrate these actors? Was it difficult? Was it?
It's like in life. You are a person and you have sensation and you talk, and when you have a character in your hand, you want to make this character to be alive. So it was really interesting, and for me I feel like Therese, the character that I play, is going to be my friend forever. It's like a good friend to have, you know.
What was the ambience on the set? Was it kind of family-like, or how was it?
It was like a protecting cocoon, like it's like to be on a balloon, you know, with protection. It's like to be a baby inside your mom, because it's another world. You cut by the world, and the only thing that counts is the movie, and we are all together like this because we've been in a place where it was cold and we have snow and we get through problems. So everybody get together and really fight together, and it was really nice. I have a good memory of that.
How did you prepare your character, your part with Raoul Ruiz?
For me, I was thinking about Corsica, where I'm from. I go back there with Raoul, and I go to see all my old family from before, like old tent, I mean all people, and who is like Therese, like strong soul. They are really cruel and strong personalities, and really speak to them and try to remember where I'm from and the way that they do, and I did exactly the same. It's why I take the inspiration for. And also, Raul Ruiz would say that where I'm from, Chile, it's like that too.
That's what. It was the next question I wanted to ask you. Was there a kind of cultural community between Raoul and you, because you're all from the south, from Latin, kind of Latin community?
No, maybe it has something like that we have kind of a language together, and we didn't need to talk specially. When I was play Therese, it was not every 5 minutes coming to me and say you have to do this or that. Actually, it was taking when I was giving to him. And in Chile, they are crazy, you know. They are like, everything is big in Chile. Everything it's like, for example, the food, it's big like that. Like crabs, for example, they are. I never saw that in my life because I've been there, and I saw also onions, or they're enormous. Everything it's another way. And people, they are like Raoul Ruiz would say to me, the grandparents of him, when they were, because there was no car at this time, and they were walking and they meet people because they want to go to a village to another, and they meet people on the road and they say hello, hi, and they have to say hello to everybody, so they take like 3 days to go to the next village because the time that they say hello and hi to everybody, and normally you take 1 hour. Funny things like that is true, and the same in my place.
This kind of anecdotes helped you during
Yes,
the shooting?
absolutely. It was everything that Raoul can say to me, and little stories, and every move and everything that I could get from him, I was looking at it.
In what sense your career as a top model did help you to act?
It helps me to be in the front of a camera, to know that when you do a picture you have to give emotion, because if you don't, the picture is flat, and it's even more hard because you cannot talk. And also you have the light, which is really important, and you have to know about your face and what you do. And it helps me also. Sometimes some actresses, they want to look only pretty, and they're scared to show the bad way. Me, I did before all of this, so now I'm really excited to go far, to get old, to go to things like they are crazy and real, because I've been to a world where they ask you to be perfect, and now I'm going somewhere where it's the contrary, and I'm really excited about it. It gives both and a mixture, which is really interesting.
I understand. As you know, many movies in Cannes this year, you have many women who take the leading roles in many movies in Cannes this year. What do you think about this evolution?
Well, I think it's rare when they propose you, for example, the characters that I have. It's really rare to have something so strong like that, and a beautiful story, and a woman who dominates the man. Normally, it's the contrary. They ask you to be a beautiful face with a man, and try to be sexy, and they don't ask for more. And I think a woman is more than that. And I'm really happy that they propose you some really interesting character, because there's no reason to be different than men. There's no reason, we are all the same.
To expand on that, to the contrary, there are a lot of hype about events which are not linked to cinema or to model. If it's not linked to careers, and I think to, for instance, love
That
story.
is bad?
What do you think about that, really?
Well, negative and positive. Why? When you look at the actresses today, what do? They do perfume, cosmetic, and things like that. They are from the cinema. Why are they doing that? Because now it helps them to choose a good movie, to have more freedom. So, and it's the same for me. From this freedom, I can do what I want. So I think the world's going together also. You cannot say that is bad and that is bad. And also now we are in 2001, and things changing. What is the most important is to have good movies, good characters, and new directors. It's gonna bring a new cinema. After all this light, all those things, and even the magazine or the journalist, it's from that. I mean, what can we say? We have to live with that. And before it was not like this, but before it was other inconvenient. For example, they didn't have money to do big movies, like everything is positive and negative, I have to say.